If you want to go into investing, certainly a degree and some experience in investment is necessary, but there are many other ways to get involved in impact investing that don't require an advanced degree in finance. So impact investing is a very big space. Our whole ecosystem of companies that are now starting to incorporate social and environmental attributes to their business model is one that needs a lot of talent to build that out. You can't trash the environment. You have to treat your workers well. These are things that we expect of our companies, and we become outraged as consumers when the brands that we support act badly. So as this growing conscience, I think, comes into the mainstream, what I would love to see is people thinking a little bit more broadly than that, going to work for companies that they support, or even companies that aren't that great, and making those companies better because they have maybe more advanced environmental energy management systems, because they have an HR coordinator who cares about the fact that people like their jobs and feel taken care of by organizations. There are so many ways to make a social and environmental impact that I would hate to see this conversation be limited to investment. Investment capital is a critical part of this shift, but we need talent in every level of every organization to incorporate a social and environmental conscience. Never reach out to anybody and say, I'm interested in impact investing. You always, always, always need to be more specific than that. It's always important to demonstrate that you've put your money where your mouth is, so to speak. So it's one thing to say from a candidate, I'm interested in these issues, versus I've actually done something, however small that effort may have been, to address this issue that I care about. Characteristic that I think is always desirable in a candidate is an honest willingness to roll up your sleeves and get the work done. So a lot of organizations in this space are going to be smaller organizations. They're going to run leaner to show that you're resourceful, that you can solve problems, that you'll ask the right questions, but also have tried to answer them yourself before asking them. I think in evaluating your opportunities, you have to think about what's going to make you happy over the long term. So if there's a certain skill set you want to build out that makes sense to go into traditional finance to build that out, then by all means, go build out that skill set and figure out what it is that you want to apply it for, maybe later in your career. That's one way to approach things. If there's a thematic impact area that you are dead set on getting your hands right into, that you really feel passionately about, let's say it's environmental conservation, then there are many ways to go about that too. You could go directly and work for an environmental conservation organization, or figure out maybe what skills does the environmental conservation field critically need.